just to further explain, right, what is truly happening, right, within your PPF, right? So let me just label this, right? So this is our PPF. Okay, so now just a quick recap. So what I've done, I've just transposed, right, and changed our columns to be rows and rows to converted them to being columns. So there's truly no change within the information that we have on this table. So what I've said is that the points beyond the black negatively bowed out PPC are said to be unattainable or infeasible. It is impossible for us to achieve or obtain any combination possibility of both goods, I mean cell phones and computers, beyond the black bowed out PPC line. Okay, so however, right, inside your PPC, right, all the points inside your PPC, which is this portion here, are said to be attainable, but however they are inefficient. Okay, because we can be able to maximize our production possibility of the two different goods, right, and reach out along any point, right, along your PPC, right, which is represented by the negatively bowed out black line. Okay, so now I would love to show you guys, right, how you can go about, this is just a PPF, answering, right, some of the possible questions that you may be asked, right? So now let us look at question 1. Okay, so question 1 is asking you the opportunity cost of producing a combination B. So combination B is this one, this point. So we are producing 750 cell phones and 200 units of computers. So now what would be your opportunity cost of producing a combination B? Remember, your opportunity cost is defined to be the value of the next best alternative foregone. So at point B, looking at cell phones, what would be your opportunity cost in this case? So looking at the 750 cell phones produced when we are at point B, the next best alternative foregone, what we have given up in the process, right? So our point of reference would be A in this example. So now you need to take 1,000, you subtract with 750, so your answer will be 250 cell phones, right? And now looking at the units of computers, which is 200, your next best alternative foregone in this example would be 600 units of computers. So your point of reference, right, would be D from points or combination D, which is only looking at the individual unit amount of computers, 600. So 600 minus 200 would be 400 computers. So the opportunity cost of producing at combination B is, right, so let me just write it here, right, it is 250 cell phones and 400 computers. Okay, so now moving on. Now what would be to question 2, the opportunity cost of producing combination D? So there is your combination D, right? Okay, so guys, you do not have to stress yourself trying to discover and do the calculations. It is just simple and straightforward. What this question is literally asking us is, or telling us, is that at point D, it is said that all the available scarce factor resources have been utilized only in the production of computers at point D. So what would be our next best alternative foregone, right, in this example? So let's say now we are allocating all the available factor scarce resources in the production of only cell phones, then we will be looking at point A. So your opportunity cost of producing a combination D would be, right, 1,000 units of cell phones per month. So let me just come back and write that over here. 1,000 units of, right, cell phones. Okay. Now, moving on, right, to question 3. The opportunity cost of producing the first 400 computers. So your combination points of reference are very important in this scenario. So meaning that previously, we were producing 0 units of computers, right? And now we are said to be producing 400 units of computers. So your point of reference would be, in this example, right, C, right? So we are jumping from 0 units of computers to 400 units of computers. Now, what is it that we need to give up of the other good, right? Previously, we were producing 1,000 at point A, right, and 0 computers. And now, because our point of reference, it is said that we are producing the first 400 computers, which is at combination C, point C. Now, your cell phones are now said to be 400 units, which we are producing. So the opportunity cost of producing the first 400 computers in this example would be 600, right, cell phones. Okay, so it is 1,000 minus 400. So it will be 600, right, cell phones. So again, let me make these few emphases before I go. So guys, it is very important for you to understand that it is impossible for us to produce any more or extra amount of one particular good without producing less of the other good. So therefore, we need to trade off. Now, let's say we're moving or coming from point B to point C. So you can see at point B we have 750 possible units of cell phones that could be produced in this economy, along with 200 units of computers. Now, if we are coming from point B to point C, now for us to be able to produce 200 extra, right, amount or units of computers, how much, right, units of cell phones we need to give up, right? So in this example, as you can see, right, so it is telling us for us to obtain 200 extra units of computers moving from point B to point C, we'll need to forego or give up 350 units of cell phones, right, which is just represented on your vertical axis if you are moving or coming from point B to point C. So guys, it is important for you to always remember that when we are studying or looking at the PPF diagram, we are trying to find out, right, the maximum possible combination of the two goods that we can possibly be able to produce, provided that we have used the most efficient methods of production and we have also efficiently utilized the available scarce resources, right, in this economy. So thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next time.